Hi friends, welcome to my channel Cricket Fantasy Stats. In this video we are going to discuss about tomorrow's match between Australia and England preview. Before starting off with the player selection, few important points to be noted about the pitch. The match is going to be played at the Melbourne Cricket Ground, which is the biggest ground in Australia. So this pitch has a bigger dimensions and hence batsmen who are power hitters aim to score sixes rather than boundaries. The six scoring is very difficult at this venue because of its big boundary dimensions. The second point is this pitch offers assistance to the pacers, which means the pace bowlers generally gets movement in the initial power play overs. When the pacers get movement, the openers struggle to play against the same movement. This is an important point to be noted while making your teams. Third point is there won't be much assistance to the spinners at this venue. So spinners' record at this venue is very poor and hence pacers love to dominate at this venue. Now let's move on with player selections. Starting off with wicketkeeper category, we have three choices: Billings, Butler, and Alex Carey. So Butler is expected to play in this game, where he was rested in the last match. So my first choice in the wicket-keeping category would be Alex Carey. The main reason is Alex Carey gets to bat at number 5, which means Alex Carey will definitely get a chance to bat against England. And when Australia is batting first, both the openers Warner and Head will struggle to play against the same moment, and Alex Carey will be an important pick when Australia is batting first. Similarly, when Carey is batting second, he would be an important pick because Carey is having an average of 46 average against against England, especially when batting second. So Alex Carey loves to play while chasing. So he is a must pick and the first choice in the wicket keeping category. The other two choices, Sam Billings and Josh Butler. Josh Butler has not played much innings in the one day internationals. We all know he's a terrific T20 batter, but when it comes to ODI, Josh Butler's record is not looking so good. Even his venue record is just 16 average, and he loves to struggle against the mighty Aussies bowler. So people who are taking risks can drop Josh Butler in your fantasy teams. The other important pick would be Sam Billings. Remember, Sam Billings is having a very good head-to-head record of 42 average against Australia. So this means he has a good record and scored most runs against Australia. And pick him especially when England is chasing, because when England is chasing, he is having a record of 45 average, especially in the second innings against Australia. So he becomes a trump card pick when England is chasing. In the batting category, Steve Smith is the first choice and the must pick due to his recent form. He looked good in both the ODIs and is in great touch. And his head-to-head record is looking good with an average of 36 average against England. His venue record is also looking good with 35 average. So he remains a safe captaincy choice in your teams. The second pick in the batting category would be Jason Roy. Remember, Jason Roy is selected only by 20% of the people, but Being Mitchell Stark rested for this match, Jason Roy loves to score runs. Jason Roy doesn't have a major threat against Australian bowlers except Stark. So, being Stark rested for this match, he is a must pick and a trump card pick in your fantasy teams. Jason Roy at this venue has scored in a single match 180 runs against Australia. So this means he has a highest one day score at this venue when batting second. So Jason Roy is a grand league captaincy choice and he remains a trump card pick in your fantasy teams. Do not drop him in your fantasy teams, especially in this match. David Warner is a must pick due to his form and his head-to-head record is looking good with 31 average. One interesting fact about David Warner is when he's batting first, his record against England is very poor with just averaging 22. The main reason is when David Warner is batting first, he has a major threat against Chris Wokes and David Willey. So both the bowlers love to swing their balls, and this pitch, which offers swing movement to the pace bowlers in the initial overs, David Warner will definitely struggle against Chris Wokes and David Willey. People who love to take risks can drop David Warner in your fantasy teams when Australia is batting first. On the other hand, when David Warner is chasing, he is a must pick because his average while chasing is looking tremendous with 41 average. So this means David Warner is a must pick and a captaincy choice as well when Australia is chasing. The third pick would be David Malone. When batting first, he looks very good with an average of 67. So David Malone has a good ODI average and has been scoring runs continuously in ODI formats. So he is a must pick in your fantasy teams. Remember, David Malone has a threat against Stark, but when Stark is not playing in this match, he loves to score runs against Aussies. Travis Head would be an important pick when Australia is chasing because his average is looking good when chasing with 51. So both Warner and Travis Head are must picks when Australia is chasing and both can be dropped when Australia is batting first. Remember, Labuschagne has not scored well in the recent matches, but he loves to play in ODI internationals. So Labuschagne has a head-to-head record of 30 average against England. And when Australia is batting first, he is a must try in your fantasy teams because he is averaging at 37. This Melbourne pitch will support batters in the later stages of innings and Marnus Labuschagne will definitely score runs when Australia is batting first. People who love to take risk can make Labuschagne as a Grand League captaincy choice, especially in this match. So pick Labuschagne in your teams when Australia is batting first and drop him when Australia is chasing. Wins, his average is not looking good. You can remove him in your teams. Similarly, Salt is also not looking good and can be dropped in your fantasy teams. And looking at the all-rounder category, the first pick in this match would be Moeen Ali. The main reason is Moeen Ali will definitely bowl 10 overs in this match and has a higher chances of picking at least 1 or 2 wickets. The second thing is the England's top order is not looking so good and he will definitely get a chance to bat. So Moeen Ali remains a must pick and the first pick in the all-rounder category and people who love to take risk can make him as a Grand League captaincy choice. Sam Curran. So when speaking about Sam Curran, He has a terrific T20 World Cup series. He was the man of that tournament in the T20 World Cup. So looking at this record against Australia, he has taken 5 wickets in 3 matches. And Sam Curran is a must pick when England is bowling second. The main reason is when England is bowling second, Sam Curran has taken 3 wickets in one match against Australia. So Sam Curran is a must pick when England is bowling second. And when England is bowling first, his probability of bowling at the death is very, very less. It's because Chris Wokes and David Willey is expected to bowl at death, and you can drop him when England is bowling first. Marcus Stoinis, his record is not looking so good, and you can avoid him in your teams. In the bowling category, the first pick would be Adil Rashid. The main reason is Adil Rashid is having a terrific head-to-head record of 45 wickets in just 25 matches. So he has taken wickets in both the innings for England against Australia. So he is a first pick and a must pick in your fantasy teams. And he will be remain as a Grand League captaincy choice. The second pick in the bowling category would be Pat Cummins. So Pat Cummins is expected to play in this match where he was rested in the last match, and Pat Cummins is having a terrific head-to-head record of 29 wickets in just 18 matches. So remember, when Australia is bowling first, he is expected to bowl at that as well. When he is bowling at that, he has a knack of picking more wickets. So this means Pat Cummins remain as a must pick when Australia is bowling first. People can make him as a captain in your grand leagues when Australia is bowling first. And looking at the other options in the bowling category, David Willey is a trump card pick when England is bowling first. Two things about David Willey is his head-to-head record is looking good with 15 wickets in just 9 matches, and among these wickets, he has taken 10 wickets in 4 matches when England is bowling first. So this means David Willey will remain a must pick and a trump card pick when England is bowling first. Remember, David Willey will be a major threat against David Warner, especially when bowling first. So pick David Willey in your team when England is bowling first. Similarly, Chris Wokes is having a terrific record against Australia. He has a record of 32 wickets in just 20 matches, and he has taken wickets in both the innings. So this means he is a must pick in your fantasy teams in both the innings. And Chris Wokes remains as a Grand League captaincy choice. Hazelwood and Zampa are not having a good record both at this venue. So Zampa's head-to-head record is looking good, but this pitch doesn't offer any assistance to spinners. You can drop him in your fantasy teams. Hazelwood record is not looking good, but Hazelwood is expected to bowl at death. So pick Hazelwood when Australia is bowling first. Now looking at the captaincy choices for small leagues, David Warner can be made as a captain when Australia is chasing. Similarly, Steve Smith is a captaincy choice in a small league teams, and the other captaincy choice in small league would be Adil Rashid. So he is a differential captaincy choice in this match. Now looking at the Grand League captaincy choice, Alex Carey will remain as a Grand League captaincy choice when Australia is chasing, and Jason Roy. So Jason Roy will remain as a Grand League captaincy choice when England is chasing. So Jason Roy is a must try. Mark my words. Jason Roy is a must try in your teams in this match. Moeen Ali is a Grand League captaincy choice, and Pat Cummins can be considered as a Grand League captain when Australia is bowling first. Hope this video helps you to create your best winning fantasy teams. The link of my Telegram channel is mentioned in the description and comment. Please watch, like, share, subscribe and show your support. Thank you friends. Goodbye.